Kingdom of God Music Podcast. I know that's a mouthful. That's why I shortened it to COG. All right, so I got my brother Darian Aberdeen, my fellow full Trinity brother, even though I'm a half Trinity. So in Darian Aberdeen's mind, a music giant of a duo group, whatever you want to call it, is Anointed. And he thinks that they can pull off better songs, even though I'm not sure if he's even heard of the other artists, of my selection of the Washington Projects. So we're going to see which brother-sister duo / group is the better chemistry of music giants here. And none of this is, the only pre-planned part is the 5 songs we chose. However, we have no clue going in which one we're going to be using for each round until a song is played. Since we're seeing this on clip, I was going to do a coin toss, but how about we be childish and just do rock, paper, scissors for who goes first? Okay. All right, you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Both scissors. Okay. Let's try again. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got you. I got paper, he got rock. Okay, I'm going to be going first. And we're going to be starting with, let me just see my song selection here. How do I start this off on a bang? But yet not try to use my best foot forward. A good foot forward, but see if I need to save my best for later.
Surpasses the moon and stars. I think about the soul inside and how I'm set apart, and how to you the universe must be a bowl of lucky charms, or similar at least. Your mercy is a beast, Lord. I just want less of me and to be humble at your feet. And I lay staring at my ceiling, tears running down 'cause I can't help from feeling
so blessed. I think about the martyrs who died so much harder than I will probably ever go. But even so, use me in this place to shine a light and show the
say there's nothing wrong, 'cause my heart can feel right through your camouflage. Don't try to tell me you'll be strong, I've been there too. I know this road is hard. Oh, yeah.
When the ache feels stronger than the strength you feel inside, it's there in your weakness, His grace will abide. Just let me send out a prayer, a cry for help to heaven from here. Just let me send out a prayer, speak hope into despair for you. Let me send out a prayer for you.
We're here to help each other, weather these storms together in the name of love. Oh, yes. But that's what friends are all about. Here to help each other out when the push comes to shove.
I'll pray you through anything you may face. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause I'll plead your case. Just let me send out a prayer, a cry for help to heaven from here. Just let me send out a prayer, speak hope into despair for you. No need to worry, 'cause I'm in your corner. No matter how the road may I'll pray you through anything you may face. Don't worry about a thing, but I'll plead your case. Sends out a prayer, a cry for help to heaven from me.
A prayer away, a prayer away.
Let me send out a prayer, a cry for help to heaven from me. Send out a prayer for you. Send out a prayer for you.
For me, I think Anointed took that one with the harmonies and the and everything else. Although with the Washington Project, it sounded more modern, yes, and there was a modern sound to Send Out a Prayer, but it was the harmonies got me, and the simplicity of the song, and you know, that basically with the bass, it was just like boom, 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 boom. It's that bounce. You feel that bounce. I felt the bounce with the other song, but that bounce with Anointed, it was almost, it was good for me. Yeah. And so for me, I think I like Anointed on that one.
So we're sticking with our team choices on round number one. No surprise there. Now you're going to go first, and then I'm going to go next on this next one. So pick which song you want to start round two with.
For the sake of the call, I am laying down my all. No turning back, moving straight ahead. I'm on the right track, and it's all for the sake of the call.
Well.
Yeah. It was on a day like no other.
Seeing your face when I discovered
My life was no longer my own, but yours. But then I heard you say, go and tell them
to open your heart.
let me in, and I will supply your every need.
Then I cried, Lord, I don't know if I can do it. You will find your strength in me. Only believe. Then I said, what if I fail? I just couldn't take it. Said, I have given you my ability. For the sake of the call, I am laying down my all. No turning back, moving straight ahead. I'm on the right track, and it's all for the sake of the call.
Sister, let me encourage your heart.
Brother, lead down behind, stay your bar.
Know that he's with you, yes, he's there all the time. Oh, yes, yes. You may feel like you can't go on any longer.
Though you are weak, remember he's stronger.
Through him, you can do most anything.
You might cry, Lord, I don't know if I can do it. You will find your strength in him.
Only believe.
You might say, what if I fail? I just couldn't take it. He has given you the ability. For the sake of the call, will you lay down your all? No turning back, moving straight ahead. Stay on the right track, and risk all for the sake of the call. Daily I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Jesus our Lord. For the sake of the call, I am laying down my all. No turning back, moving straight ahead. I'm on the right track, and it's all for the sake of the call. He's calling you, and he's calling me. Lay down your all. No turning back, moving straight ahead. Stay on the right track, and risk all for the sake of the
Yes, sir. The Call by Anointed. The call to what Thriller was to Michael Jackson is what the call was to Anointed. You're refreshing memories for me because even if you never heard Anointed, if you know your Christian music history, you're gonna at least hear the call at least once or twice in your life. So Darian decided to put a big bullet early on, so he used one of his big stones early in the competition. So I may have to be forced to put my big guns forward too now. All right, so that's gonna be a hard one to top. Let's go with You Are My World by the Washington Projects.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta sit down and talk to God. I don't know what you believe in, but listen, yeah. I just wanna be where you are. Wanna flow within your stars. Want you to know that I am sorry for the things I've done to hurt you. Time and time again, I hurt you. I didn't mean to, friend. You're my everything. You're my everything. You're the king of kings. Reason why I sing. Yeah. The reason why I breathe. You are the world to me. Jesus, you are my world. And I can't help but sit and cry. 'Cause you give me everything. 'Cause you give me songs to sing. How you lift me when I'm down. You are keep you in my mind. Keep you in my heart and my soul all the time. Keep you in the middle 'cause your grace is so divine. Just like the boom from the beat when I ride. Swerving to the side. I wanna thank you sincerely. Wanna give you praises yearly. And not like resolutions where we forget why we made them. I'm tired of myself and getting stuck in this mayhem. I wanna find a peaceful place where I can just trade them. My sorrows and my problems for your word and your glory. For your grace and your love and your beautiful story.
Yeah, I know you put your angels in the place that I need them. Sometimes I feel I'm breathing and I wish I could see them. And when the rain falls, I find myself crying as your tears pound the earth. I think about my worth and why do you love me and why do you care? I'm so glad that you'll always be there, Lord.
Jesus, you are my world and I can't help but sit and cry. 'Cause you give me everything. 'Cause you give me songs to sing. How you lift me when I'm down. You are my world.
I just wanna see through your eyes. Wanna walk right by your side. Want you to know that I am right here. If you need me, Lord, just send me. Anywhere I'll go, just send me. You're my heart for sure. You're my everything. You're my everything. You're the King of Kings. The reason why I sing. The reason why I breathe. You are the world to me.
Jesus, you are my world. I can't help but sit and cry. 'Cause you give me everything. 'Cause you give me songs to sing. How you lift me when I'm down. You are my world.
I love you, Lord.
You Are My World by the Washington Projects against The Call by Anointed.
It was a good song. It was a good song. So for me, it doesn't match. Why? Because this was a more hip hop, and hip hop always stays in like one key, and it's like a backbeat, basically. Yeah. Just to the song that they're singing. Yeah. And I mean I enjoy it. If it was a hip hop like thing, yeah. This song was it was really her voice is like butter. Yeah. I love it. But I also the call it just brings me back, like you said before, to Michael Jackson. And that 808 snare drum, I'm just like, yo, and the harmonies, like Anointed is a group that they just love the harmony, and you heard in the beginning with no music at all, they just came out with the harmony, and that harmony just like draws. It's almost like to draw you in for what's about to come. You know what I'm saying? And then when in the middle of the song, everything dropped and you hear the harmonies again. Yeah. Daily I press for the mark for the prize. You can hear, I mean, and then the jazz, you can hear the guitar solo, and then he does the what do you call it? The scat. Yeah. He scats in the end. Yeah. Yo, I don't know. Hands up! I have to give that one to Anointed for me.
Yeah, that's the other reason why I let Mr. DBA go first, because I wanted him to do all the talking for me. On this round, you know what? You Are My World's always going to be a cute, constant replay song in my collection, but can't touch the call. Not even by a mile. So that's a unanimous Anointed victory. All right, so our first point up for the competition. I'm sure Darian's feeling pretty confident right about now. But now it is my turn to start once again. So we are going to be going with You Are Beautiful by the Washington Projects.
Why are you crying? Baby, don't be ashamed. You are so beautiful, 'cause God made you just that way. And every single freckle on your face, so it's perfectly placed in the perfect place. So, and just remember what Mama said. Just remember what Jesus said. He was so beautiful, but they put thorns on his head. They will ridicule you. They try to tear you down. No matter where you are, just wear your crown. You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful, I said.
Don't let them tear you down, baby, don't be afraid. Their hearts are full of hate. They are just freedom slaves. And you know better, girl, you are a champion. And you know that I'll always be your friend, yeah. Remember what Mama said, and just remember what Jesus said. He was so beautiful, but they put thorns on his head. They will ridicule you and try to tear you down. No matter where you are, just wear your crown.
You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful, I said.
You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful.
Yeah, you're an angel, baby. Don't sell yourself short just 'cause they talk crazy. Make gossip in a sport, they go out of their way just to see you cry. Then you feel like you wanna die. You feel like you wanna escape to maybe somewhere secluded. Baby, water your heart, 'cause you gotta be rooted. You can never hold on to the wings of the world. Plus you're so much better, you're an angel, girl.
You're a beautiful child with a beautiful heart, with a beautiful smile and a beautiful God. So give it to him, let go of your problems, loose them chains, get rid of the drama. You're beautiful, mama, so never forget that. No matter what they say, you know you gon' get that. Man of your dreams, 'cause you are a queen, and things ain't always what they seem. Let's get it.
You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful, I said.
You are beautiful, I said. You are beautiful, I said.
All right, Mr. DBA, what you got going up against You Are Beautiful by the Washington Projects?
Maybe we should go with that theme. So it was saying You Are Beautiful, and then Anointed has a song that says I Adore You.
Ladies and gents, here we go with Adore You by Anointed.
It's a mystery that the maker of the universe calls me his own. It amazes me how the one who lets me wander always leads me home. Well, I have found me a place in your heart where I forever will stay. I adore you. No one in this whole world I love more. I adore you. No one in this whole world I love more. No one in this whole world I love more. Deep inside of me, there's a holy sanctuary, a place full of dreams where you speak to me, and I follow your sweet voice to the refuge of your peace. Now I will not be afraid of the darkness, 'cause I will whisper your name. I adore you. Oh, yes, I adore you. No one in this whole world I love more. I adore you. Adore you. No one in this whole world I love more. No one in this whole world I love more. There's a light that shines on my life, will straight from your heart, down from above. These dreams that fill my mind, they glide on your wings, they soar on your
All right, I hope you don't pull out your boxing gloves on this one, because I might come across as a little insulting here. To me, Adore You by Anointed, which is, by the way, going up against the Washington Project's You Are Beautiful. Adore You sounded like a cheap knockoff of BB and CC Winans. I'm sorry. I wish that song was given to BB and CC instead of Anointed. What I do find as well, Steve Crawford's voice sounds to me like if you took the vocals of Taryn Wells and BB Winans and put them in a blender. That's what Steve Crawford sounds like to me. I don't know if that's a good analogy for you. You know who I'm talking about, right? Taryn Wells. I'm sorry, that song was just weak sauce to me. I gotta give it to You Are Beautiful by the Washington Projects.
Yeah, I don't think Adore You matched to You Are Beautiful. So Obviously, you know, I think I'm going to give that to the Washington Project.
You're in the hot seat once again to start us off for round 4. Second to last round. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Waiting in the Wings. Anointed, here we go.
Waiting, waiting. I know how it feels to be just another face in the crowd. To feel like a whisper in a world that's much too loud. Oh, yeah. Trying to find a place to fit in. The dream where you don't understand and where your dreams begin. But don't let it pull you down, and don't let it turn you around.
Don't ever forget who showed you love.
Don't you forget it. The weapons may fail to see the diamond that lies beneath.
He knows just how priceless you are.
Why you waiting? Underestimated from everyone who passes you by. Looking up from the bottom like a flower that's reaching for the sky. Waiting for the sun to break through. Waiting on a chance for it to shine down on you. Don't you let it pull you down. Don't let it turn you around. Don't forget who's shown you what you are. The weapons may fail to see the diamond that lies beneath. He knows just how priceless you are. While you're waiting in the wings, I see you standing behind the curtain, listening to everyone's applause. But remember that first shall be last, and the last shall be first in the eyes of God. Don't forget who's chosen. The weapons may fail to see the diamond that lies beneath. He knows just how priceless you are. Are you waiting? Are you waiting?
Waiting in the Wings by Anointed. You're going to have to close your eyes and visualize very hard to get this analogy. I kind of felt like that song would have been the perfect background music to play on the scene in Sister Act 2 when Mary Clarence gives Lauryn Hill's character the book to read when she no longer wants to quit singing because of her mother. And that scene where she's just lying on the bed and reading the book, that's like the music that would play in the background, like reflecting, like that time of reflection after a hard decision or a heartbreak in an old 90s movie. That's what that song sounded like to me. Take that as a compliment or a diss, it doesn't matter, take it or leave it. That's all up to the audience preference. All right, so what am I going to put against that? Since Darian feels so strongly about his next song, and it's a ballad, you know what? I kind of feel like the more ballad-like song, it might be the weaker song. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna take a fat chance. I don't think you're gonna like either one of them, to be honest. But let's see if you'll surprise me. I'm gonna save what I think is the stronger song for last, even though you probably will think it's the weaker song. So let me take a risk decision that I'm not really confident on and go with "Mama" by the Washington Projects.
Mama, these people ain't getting better. Continually changing with the weather. All I really want is a better day. What I gotta do, is there any way? Who I gotta talk to make a change? Where I gotta go, just say the name. I'm tired of seeing my people down. I'm tired of seeing my mama frown. I ain't crying no more, no. I ain't crying no more, yeah. And everywhere I go, wanna see your face. And everywhere I go, wanna feel your grace. Mama, don't cry, I know we gon' make it through. No matter where I go, I always be here for you. I'm only trying to tell you what I know. And thank you for helping your son to grow. Mama, how do I thank you for the love you give me? Mama, how do I show you that I always need you? Mama, you are my angel, don't you shed no tears now. Mama, now don't you cry, dry your eyes, we gon' fly.
Mama, things keep on getting harder, but every situation makes me smarter. Everything you taught me is proven true. The wisdom that you're giving me, I'll never lose. And Mama, I'll do anything I can to grow. I know that all you want is for my life to show. I'm tired of making the same mistakes. I wanna learn to show the world your grace. I won't cry no more, no. Hey, won't cry no more, hey, yeah. And everywhere I go, I'ma make you proud. With everything I do, I won't let you down. Mama, don't cry, I know there's a better day. You and Pops gon' make it, just keep the faith. Cause God's gonna bless you, Ma, you know it's true. Just trying to give the words He gave me back to you.
Oh, Mama, how do I thank you for the love you give me? Mama, how do I show you that I always need you? Mama, you are my angel, don't you shed no tears now. Mama, now don't you cry, dry your eyes, we gon' fly.
We gon' fly, mama, we gon' fly. All the problems that we gon' do, we gon' throw them to the sky. Or we just do, mama, we don't try. We gotta live life to the fullest, so we be smiling when we die.
Oh, everywhere I go, every single thing I do, Mama, don't you know that I do it all for you? And every single smile I see, Mama, don't you know, reminds me of your beauty,
Oh,
Mama.
How do I thank you for the love you give me? Mama, how do I show you that I always need you? Mama, you are my angel, don't you shed no tears now. Mama, now don't you cry, dry your eyes, we gon' fly. I
All right, Mama by the Washington Projects up against Waiting in the Wings by Anointed. Again, not to discredit it too harshly, but Mama, like I've said on a previous show, but maybe this suits the example better, sounded like a very cute, cool, like B-sides jam session. It didn't sound like a main album track to me. To me, the fact that they put it on the main album seemed like a little filler, in my opinion. The only line that catches me is right as the song starts, and then it kind of loses me after that. But once it kind of get into an element of sameness that didn't really show any variation or growth of structure right after that. It even felt like the chorus was just echoing the verses with more Mama repetitions, which works in other cases. It just didn't work in this case for me, in my opinion. Now, do I give the Anointed song credit for giving me a decent 90s montage movie reflection experience, or do I just go off the song itself? If I go for the song itself, I'm sorry. I haven't done one of these in a while. I got to go negative tie on this one. Neither song is really doing it for me. What about you, Darian?
You know what was annoying to me in that song?
Tell me.
No offense, but it sounded like they didn't know what to do with the piano.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At first, it sounded like, okay, you're gonna stay right there as like a kind of like a reggae feel type offbeat piano hit, and then the drums was offbeat, which it's a cool effect. It gives a cool effect, but then when it got to the chorus, the keyboard changed and it wasn't really matching for me. It wasn't really matching. I think they should have just stayed with the keyboard on the off beat. It was interesting for me. But for like you said with the reflection of Anointed. Now that song, Waiting in the Wings, it's almost like, okay, I was you could sit down and reflect on your life, basically, with what the song was talking about and stuff like that. Just like you said, with the girl, you know, reflecting and writing or whatever, and reading. That's what I think that I did when I was listening to this song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was, while I was listening to the song, it was like a reflection of my life. I have to give it to Anointed on that one.
Yeah.
I have to give it to Anointed on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was tempted to give them a slight edge due to that one credit of how it could be used in a better format like a movie or TV film from that era, or to give you that reflective feeling again. But for me, it just didn't do it enough. But because it did the edge for you, that's another point in favor of Team Anointed. So that means going into the last round, I can either deadlock it or Anointed just took this one home. All right, here we go. Starting with, again, another one I'm not fully confident in. I like this personally way more better than Mama, but I don't think it's gonna beat your favorite. Let's just see what happens. Okay, going with She Can't Love You, the 3 a.m. Blacklight mix by Rachel Washington of the Washington Projects.
I see the way you smile at me. I see the way you switch your style when I'm near. When I'm near, I see the things you do for me. I'm guessing where you wanna be. It's just right here. How you know? It's just right here. And all that I want is for you to feel like you can trust that I'm for real.
Let's go.
The kind of girl provides, ooh. And everything she puts you through, going And we both know that she can't treat you like me. And we both know that she can't be who I be. And we both know, baby, your heart is like heaven and it's taking charge of my heart. And I'm telling you I'm here regardless of the circumstances. I'm taking chances. Yeah, I see it, you know what romance is. I'm serious, boy, I know you're curious.
Running through your mouth so much, I'm making you
Delirious, I ain't like them other girls, not even slightly. I believe it, don't take
take me lightly, cause it's my blood. Why?
She can love you, no.
Tell me.
She can love you.
Okay.
She can love you, no.
Yeah.
Cause we both know that she can't love you like me.
Talk about.
And we both know that she can't treat you like me. And we both know that she can't be who I be. And we both know, baby, I love you better. Can't love you, can't hold you, don't know you like I do. She can love you, baby. She can't treat you like me. She can't be who I be. We both know, baby, I'ma love you better.
He was giving me, Darian was giving me that they don't know what to do with the piano face again. Anyway, She Can't Love You, 3 a.m. Blacklight Mix by Rachel Washington, The Washington Projects. God Is All Around by Anointed. Here we go.
Consider the kindness of a stranger that passes by your way. For there are ties that bind us together forever.
Touching a broken-hearted friend brings healing to the soul within, and there's evidence everywhere of His love, sweet love. God is all around us, even when we feel we're all alone.
I can hear Him whispering my name, telling me that I'm His own. God is all around.
God is All Around by Anointed up against She Can't Love You 3 a.m. Blacklight Mix by the Washington Projects. Obviously, mostly Rachel Washington. Again, don't come at me for this, Darian, but I kind of feel like that. Well, let me start with you want the good news or the bad news first? Okay. Bad news again, similar to how I felt on a previous round. I kind of felt like this material would have been better handled in the hands of BB and CeCe or Whitney or Yolanda Adams. The good news is that is the best singing I've heard from Anointed this entire show. Okay? They sang their hearts out. Now, in my opinion, they would have been better competition for BB and CeCe, even though I still think they would have got crushed by BB and CeCe. I think they would have been better with the time era and better matched with BB and CeCe. I think they did BB and CeCe dirty by putting Mary Mary against them, because Mary Mary, they got way too many modern hits in their bag. In my opinion, it didn't give BB and CeCe a chance, in my opinion. Now, if they put, like I already told you, if they put modern CeCe by herself against Mary Mary, maybe we have some competition now. But 90s BB and CeCe, that should have been with Anointed, in my opinion. Oh, gosh. What do I do with this last one? Because for personal pleasure, and again, I know you're going to hate me for this, I've loved the Washington Projects track. For personal pleasure. But even I will admit, I know that's not the better song. Any artist could have come out with that song. By the way, I want to hear your controversial opinion on I know we're supposed to be the salt of the earth, but how do you feel about that song, a female being the salty of the earth? So salty that she can't love you like me, and I could give you more royal treatment than this gold digging girlfriend you got. So how do you feel about a salty of the earth song as opposed to a salt of the earth song?
Listen, man, I really didn't. To be honest with you, I was hearing the beat,
Yeah,
and I really couldn't hear what she was really saying.
you know, you want to know something? The only other time I had this song featured on the show was years ago in South Africa. It was the only time I did a full youth group incorporated into the show. So what happened was a different member of the youth group stepped in on every round to give a comment. And then we just did a room full of hands voting system. And the same complaint you just made is the same complaint I think they made or other people made or almost anyone makes when they hear that track. As much as I love it, even I will admit the leveling of the mixing is so loud on the production that the Super Mario sounding effects, as you like to put it, drown out the vocals almost entirely. Now, me, with the musical ears that I have, I can hear past that and still hear every lyric word for word. But to the average listener, I know that's going to be a really tough listen.
Well, yes, I can hear what she's saying and stuff like that, and well, not hear what she's saying, but I can hear her vocals
Right.
and what she's doing,
Right.
but I can't hear the words of what she was saying, and musically, everybody musically knows that's basically a nail in the coffin for a singer. Because if the music is too loud and you can't hear the singer, that's a problem. Yeah. People want to hear the words. People want to hear what they're saying and stuff like that, and not try to guess what she's saying.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say that the production wasn't that great either. I mean, hearing the rest of the songs from the Washington Project, the production was, really good.
Yeah.
But this song, it wasn't that good to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, But so it's for Anointed now. If you're thinking musically, right, and you're thinking you're listening to what they were doing in the song, and yeah, maybe CC and BB would blow this song out the water. They probably would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anointed were great singers in their time, in their season. You heard the harmonies all day, so you know that their harmonies are very tight and on point. On that one, I have to give it to Anointed.
And you get the overrule on that one, because I would have gave it a positive tie for almost the same reasons, but different reasons also. The Washington Project song is what I prefer to listen to, but if I'm thinking of it from an overall perspective, the clear, far better song itself is God Is All Around. So that means Anointed won 3-1. I am proud of you for making such good selections that you felt very strongly and confident about, and I'd like to salute you for a well-deserved victory. The other thing I'd like to ask, because you brought it up before I did, I was planning to bring it up earlier, but I was saying I hope it'll be nice if she does, but I hope Marissa Aberdeen doesn't hear this show, because then she might be pushing you to release the Brother Sister album that she's been pushing you to release for years. because we took your favorite brother and sister, put it against one of my favorite brother and sisters. Now she'd be like knocking on Darian's door. Okay, what about us, brother and sister? Also, for the record, the question I was asking on this final round, we already know it's out of the question, off the table for married couples. But is it okay for Christian dating couples to be jealous of other? Like, if you're a single Christian, is it okay for you to be jealous of two dating Christians that are not married?
That's a good question. I mean, it depends. It depends on how you feel. Paul was happy in his singleness. So if you feel jealous, you shouldn't be feeling jealous, because jealousy is not something that we should have. We shouldn't covet our brother's stuff. But if you do feel that, go find somebody.
Right.
Right.
So the song's subject matter wise, did it come across to you more as she is led of the Spirit to say that woman is not the woman God has for you, or did it come across as salty?
I would think it's salty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. However, to complicate the question, I'm going to leave it here because we could do a whole nother show on this. To complicate the question, if you do want a biblical example, if you want to get technical, Leah was salty about Rachel getting all the attention, and then but then who got the most kids from God? whose womb was sealed tight until one got the most babies, and even though we know the promised one came from Rachel's womb, Leah still got the more babies to try to restore the husband's loyalty back, but she never fully got that loyalty because of Rachel.
Let me tell you something. That's the thing. Jacob was tricked into marrying her.
Yeah.
And so you can't trick a man into loving trying to make somebody love somebody that they've never loved in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can't force something that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You have to go where your heart where your heart is leading you.
Yeah.
And for Jacob, his heart was leading him to Rachel.
Yeah.
But because of the trickery, now he ended up with someone that he really didn't love. Yeah. And but he had to stay with her because of the biblical standard. You know what I'm saying?
So would that make not really completely her fault, because we know how shisty of a character the father was, Laban. But at the same token, does that make Leah the first example in the Bible? Well, not first, because I would put Sarah in that category with Hagar too. Does that put Sarah and Leah in the category of I had him first?
Well, I guess you can say that.
Like Sarah does all this sweet talk to get Abraham a son, and then Hagar finally gives him one, and then when she finally gets a son, she's like, "Get to stepping."
Exactly. I mean, and that was Sarah's house, so you know. Yeah. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You got to go. You got to go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why Jesus told the Pharisees in the beginning it was not so. Because, again, it's not how much, like I've told you before, he hates divorce itself. He hates the consequences of it. So once you open yourself up to more than one partner, there's life complications that sometimes you can never recover from. And it could even set generations back, even decades to, in the case of Ishmael and Isaac, thousands of years. So it's not something you really want to meddle with, to be honest. But anyway, all right. Take care, my brother. Salute. Peace.
They thought I was a singer. Look, I'm like ink so fresh I can smear it. Just on my name, I already feel it. It's like a bullseye on my head that I'm wearing, but it's not a bull snapback cap that I'm talking about. Walking out my faith, live from that New York City, living where it ain't pretty. Wash Heights, where they puff haze, play music all night. That's why your boy came, so we can show him Christ. Y'all don't get it, I've been saved. Living for Spain, switch the name, used to go by C-Light, but then I put it in the grave, cause I'm stepping off stage, still the same dude living what I say up on that mic. Cap and gown, graduated now, 23 and I'm in a new season. Wow, this is crazy, God is so amazing. He been using all that pain, he allowed to shape me, chiseling every little thing of me that isn't him. And sin is still whacker than it's ever been. Jesus coming back again. When he does all that, I used to go to church stuff is irrelevant. Following Christ ain't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle, not what you use for your girlfriend. So there it is, hope y'all listening. Yeah, the same mission, but the team look different.
Don't believe the lie. You're living in a world that's passing by, and all the pretty things that you thought would fly, you can't take them with you when you die. Everybody sing. Everybody sing.
Yeah. Rapper fishy and Idol. From the Q's where they root for Idol. But now out of my window, I can see the Apollo. I changed cities, still people remain hollow. Everybody tweet, but they don't know who to follow. Watch me kick it, salvation minus crucifixion. You got a better chance at the lotto with no ticket. That's horrific, rhyme for Jesus but flow wicked. You hear the truth, don't wanna do it like those dishes. News flash, new trash in the media. All them old lies, watch what they feeding ya. If it's no good, throw it up like bulimia. If it's no good, throw it up like graffiti, huh? So think fast, Ramadan, Autobahn. Girlies wanna move fast, trying to use their body wrong. They getting naughty, but you know it's probably cause they want male attention, cause they father gone.
Don't believe the lie. You're living in a world that's passing by. And all the pretty things that you thought would fly, you can't take them with you when you die. Everybody say, oh, goodbye. Everybody say,
Yeah. Say goodbye to the liar, say hello to the fire, say peace in the storm gone like it's on tires. Thought you was a Don Juan, so you co-conspire with the evil empire. Evil Knievel, conniving people and putting commas in God's word. Careful who you worship when you're waving at concerts. My fingers on the detonator like I'm playing Sega. See you later to the hater of love. I made a statement because I'm sick of being inundated with the hatred and lust. I got kids and they got ears and they be opening up to bright ideas, and you feeding them ball, I feed them true. Cause I understand speaking's a tool, either a key or a noose. Either get you out or it get you through, but it all depends on what you get into. See, that getting is forbidden if you get into that fruit, man. Get up in them scriptures so they get into that loop, man. Salute.
don't believe the lie. You're living in a world that's passing by. And all the pretty things that you thought would fly, you can't take them with you